So we spent a lot of time in the early stages of this exercise working through basic tactics, techniques, and procedures with the Australians and with the Japanese forces so that we understood the way that each other does business, so that when we actually went and did this thing, even with blanks, and certainly before live fire, that we understand the way each other operates. As soon as we got here, we did zero for our weapons, zero optics, and worked through some squad attacks, pure, just Marines. Worked through platoon attacks in this terrain, just Marines, and then started incorporating the Japanese and the Australians into our tactics with some lane training at a mount facility, at an urban facility. From there, we came out to the bush and we're working through some of our own patrolling operations and offensive maneuvers with the Japanese and the Australians. So anytime we come to a new place and work, there's always little things that we learn, and you kind of learn them through pain. So there's some terrain out here that we're figuring out through pain. We're doing some operations at night, some during the day, but regardless if it's day or night, the terrain out here is enough of an enemy without even an opposing force on here. I don't know that we have one biggest struggle out here. There are plenty of struggles out here. If you're talking about people who strictly don't like spiders and snakes, they have plenty to offer you out here. If you're talking about people that don't like walking through this and getting poked all day long, we've got plenty of it out here. So, and then there's the operational piece, working through communications issues. The Australians use their mechanized assets differently than we do. The Japanese, they conduct offensive operations differently than we do. And then talking to each one of those is difficult for us to do. It's hard, every Marine knows it's difficult enough to use our own green gear comm, let alone when we're using different communications assets with different countries. It's a great feeling to be able to teach other people our tactics, our techniques, and our procedures. And moving forward, if God forbid we are called to fight, it's any climate place and it's with anybody that we can. So our allies out here that we're working with, we have to learn the way that we fight, the way that they fight. So in the event that there is one, we're working collectively as one unit and not as three separate forces.